Debunking myths about LGBTQ plus travel. Travel is a universal passion, an escape, an adventure, a chance to grow and connect. But for LGBTQ plus travellers, the world sometimes feels complicated to navigate. Myths about travel safety, discrimination, and cultural clashes discourage many from exploring freely. Today, we're here to bust those myths wide open and show you exactly how you can travel confidently, authentically, and without fear. Let's break down the myths, explore the truth, and equip you with tools to plan your next amazing journey as an LGBTQ plus traveller. Oh, and before we dive in, if you're looking for LGBTQ-focused travel resources and personalised itinerary services, don't forget to check out Queer Travel Adventures *. They've got you covered. The first myth we need to address is the idea that LGBTQ plus travel is inherently unsafe. It's a fear many of us have heard, sometimes spurred by alarming stories of legal restrictions, anti-LGBTQ plus laws, or unsafe encounters. Now let's face it, there are places in the world where the legal and cultural landscape presents real challenges to LGBTQ plus people. But does that mean LGBTQ plus travellers should live in constant fear of exploring the world? Absolutely not. In reality, many destinations are incredibly welcoming and safe for LGBTQ plus travellers. Cities like Amsterdam, New York, Cape Town and Bangkok are known for their thriving, supportive queer communities and inclusivity. The key to travelling safely is preparation. Doing your research can make all the difference. Websites like ILGA, LGBTQ plus travel blogs, or even government travel advisories provide up-to-date insights into laws and public attitudes around the world. Apps like GeoSure can also give you real-time safety ratings for specific neighbourhoods, making it easier to choose accommodations and plan activities with confidence. Another tip? Build connections before you go. Online communities like Reddit's LGBTQ plus travel forums or Facebook groups can be great places to get first-hand advice from travellers who've been there, done that. Stay informed, aware, and mindful while travelling, just as anyone should, but don't let fear stop you. Safety is possible when you're intentional about where and how you travel. Another widespread myth about LGBTQ plus travel is that discrimination is bound to happen everywhere and to everyone. It can feel overwhelming to imagine what it might be like in unfamiliar places. Will people judge us? Will they be hostile? Here's where a shift in perspective helps. The travel industry today is more inclusive than ever before, and countless destinations actively welcome and celebrate the LGBTQ plus community. For example, many hotels, bed and breakfasts and resorts specifically cater to same-sex couples, queer solo travellers and the greater LGBTQ plus crowd. Platforms like Misturb and Be or research-backed lists of queer-owned businesses make it easier than ever to find accommodations where your identity and relationships are not just accepted, but celebrated. In addition, many travel agencies specialise in LGBTQ plus travel experiences, offering tours specifically catered to queer travellers. These companies understand the situations and priorities that LGBTQ plus people might face and create itineraries with that in mind. If you're concerned about feeling unwelcome, it's helpful to think of discrimination as less of a certainty and more of a challenge that we can face fully prepared. Identifying destinations where diversity thrives, researching inclusivity laws, and ensuring you're surrounded by allies can make a world of difference. Most importantly, don't forget that by travelling as yourself, you're helping break down stereotypes and assumptions, showing the world how diverse and vibrant the LGBTQ plus travel community is. With every trip you take, you're paving the way for others. For those of us who love to embrace new cultures, this myth can be the hardest to grapple with. It's the idea that being LGBTQ+ might clash with traditional or conservative cultural norms, leading to discomfort or judgment. It's true, travel can require sensitivity toward different customs, and that's part of respecting the places we visit. Different parts of the world have their own ways of seeing gender, sexual identity, and relationships. But let's not assume that this means you can't be yourself. Understanding local cultures doesn't mean abandoning who you are. Instead, it's about the journey of finding balance, being authentic while also honouring the traditions and values of the people you meet. For example, think about how outfits or public displays of affection might be perceived in a region. If you're travelling somewhere more conservative, dressing modestly or limiting PDA doesn't erase your identity. It's a way to show respect for the local culture while keeping yourself safer and more comfortable. At the same time, remember that you're not alone in this experience. Many LGBTQ+ travellers have walked this path before and found ways to celebrate their identities while travelling in culturally unique or conservative places. Seek out queer-friendly spaces in larger cities or connected communities in the region. You'll often find surprising pockets of inclusivity even where you might least expect them. Travelling is about curiosity and growth, leaning into experiences, asking questions, and creating a meaningful exchange of ideas. As an LGBTQ+ traveller, embracing cultural learning while staying true to yourself is entirely possible. Now that we've debunked the major myths, let's focus on the incredible opportunities LGBTQ+ travel opens up. Freedom, empowerment, and connection. Travelling as an LGBTQ+ person is more than just seeing breathtaking views or exploring new cities. It's about stepping into spaces you may have never thought possible. It's about being part of a global, vibrant community that shares a deep appreciation for diversity and connection. One of the best parts of queer travel is creating bonds with people around the world. Imagine connecting with an LGBTQ+ local at a Pride event in Barcelona or making friends at an LGBTQ-friendly hostel in Sydney. These relationships have a lasting impact and can create support systems that go far beyond your trip. Let's not forget queer-specific community-centric adventures like LGBTQ+ cruises, queer-guided walking tours, and drag shows at world-renowned venues. These experiences remind us not just of the challenges, but of the celebration that often accompanies our global community. And don't underestimate the significance of representation. Every time we show up in spaces as LGBTQ+ travellers, whether at a queer-owned cafe in a bustling city or in smaller, welcoming destinations, we're reminding local businesses and tourism communities of the value we bring. Of course, successful travel planning is smoother when you've got the right tools. Luckily, there's no shortage of resources that cater specifically to LGBTQ+ travellers. Travel guides, websites and blogs dedicated to queer travel experiences offer destination recommendations, tips for navigating local customs, and personal anecdotes. Apps. Tools like Spartacus, GeoSure, and Gay Cities provide insights into LGBTQ-friendly destinations, events, neighbourhoods, and businesses. Itinerary services. Finding trusted travel agencies or services like Queer Travel Adventures can take the guesswork out of planning your dream trip, ensuring that every aspect aligns with your needs. Social media. Don't overlook social media for inspiration. LGBTQ+ influencers and travel creators often share their experiences, offering first-hand accounts and advice that can guide your plans. Traveling as an LGBTQ+ person is not just about visiting new destinations. It's about freedom. It's about celebrating your identity, creating lasting memories, and embracing the growth that comes with stepping beyond familiar surroundings. Every adventure you take is an opportunity to redefine what it means to live authentically. By debunking these myths and stepping into the world with confidence, you're showing yourself and others that LGBTQ+ travel is not just possible, it's powerful. So, whether you're planning a cozy weekend getaway, an exotic overseas retreat, or a whirlwind pride trip, the possibilities for adventure are endless. Looking to start planning your journey today? Head over to Queer Travel Adventures for expert resources, personalised itinerary services, and a welcoming community to help guide you every step of the way. The world is waiting for you, and it's more LGBTQ+ friendly than you might think. Let's explore it together.